doing a set, like a late night set, and you know you're bombing, but you have to change it in the spot, in the moment, and you have to survive in those situations. And I think the roasting and poking and a little bit of bullying is healthy because I do.
It is.
Because when somebody is bombing on the Tonight Show, right, and they've done thousands of sets in the OR, right, and bombed in the OR, they know how to handle it, right? There's something about bombing, you know, with honor, right? We bomb with honor all the time, where it's like it's not going well, but you know what? I'm going to win this, right? The audience is not going to fucking beat me,
Yeah.
right? And you walk off stage, you can sleep that night, right?
And you go, wow, they really did beat me. That's I really didn't think they were gonna.
Yeah. Have you ever had a bomb that sits with you?
I was headlining in Philadelphia, where I'm from,
Helium?
2 Christmases ago. No, what's the other one? The one they had one in
Funny Bone?
San Francisco.
Punchline?
Punchline.
Yeah.
Punchline. And my mom came, my parents came. And my mom, it was Christmas. She threw a wrapped present onto the stage when I was 3 minutes in and had not won the audience yet. So then I had to take the present and address that something had been thrown at me. I had to then,
And you're headlining?
I'm headlining. I had to then introduce my mom. I had to then unwrap the present. I had to explain my mom was at the time owned a eBay drop-off store for a hobby because she didn't make any money, but she liked seeing the things and doing the research. And so she had gotten all these things from a nursing school, and one of the things she got was a fake arm that nurses were using to poke IVs in and stuff. So it had like fake cuts in it. It was this like arm. And when she threw up the box, I went, what is this? One of those rubber fists? Like,
Yeah.
and then it ended up being kind of one of the rubber. And then it was like hard to, and then I had to be like, my mom has an eBay drop-off store, like the 40-year-old virgin, but it was after that. It was just like this, a lot of explanation. I was so hurt that my mom was heckling me physically with throwing objects. I was so upset.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to hurt my mom, so I didn't want to like yell at her or kick her out. That I just bombed like it was just the most uncomfortable, sweaty. I felt so kind of like unsafe and all that. It just was really bad.
Those are the worst ones because, especially when you have like 30 or 40 minutes to go, right? And you're bombing hard and there's nothing that you can do. Like you threw out your best joke, right?
And it got nothing.
It got nothing. And now you're in it, right? And you can't really show what you feel, right? You can't, this is how you feel. Oh, fuck. I want to go home, right? Do you have to still do yeah? You guys didn't like that one either, huh? But inside, you're feeling this thing.
Oh my God, when you have to end with going like, well, take care.
Yeah.
I hope you guys do well in life. I'll never see you again.
Right.
Thank you.
Or then early on when I was headlining, I would steal like hacky, you know what I mean? Jokes like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you're canceled.
What?
Canceled.
Yeah, I would say stuff like, I'm available for children's parties after you say a dirty joke,
Yeah.
right?
The go-tos.
Or the go-tos, right? And then people are like,
They
Bill
only
Hicks
bomb
did,
when you're at
Bill
a
Hicks
party.
did that.
Oh, no.
Oh, you're like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
Oh, when they catch you, that's bad.
Yeah.
I bombed an entire weekend at Foxwoods Casino. Entire weekend.
That,
The most painful, like
that was
every
the
set.
worst. I've never been back one time, right? I remember doing Foxwoods. There was a curtain, right? I laid with my shirt off beyond this curtain like this, and I was crying. I could still see the audience get up and go like, that was the most weird show. That was a weird
Wait,
show.
they had sofas in the front too, didn't
Yeah.
they? Oh.
I just remember being in the back like this, crying, and just another thing. You just contemplate your life.
Yeah.
You
Oh
go,
yeah, no, I
maybe
thought I should quit. I was like, I
I should go
this.
commercial acting. Yeah, it's
So
terrible.
at that time I had a show on E that literally no one watched, but I got a little bit like, okay, I've made it. It was after Chelsea ended, and then E was doing like all of these sample shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't let myself go as far to be like, I'm the next Chelsea or anything like that. But I was like, maybe I'll have a show and I could just tour and it'll be fine. No. So I'd been focusing on the show. And then I was like, guys, I got to leave early. I got to leave on Thursday because I'm doing a weekend. It's going to be great. I'm a headliner. And I fly out to Connecticut. And of course, it's kind of close to some friends I have. I'm like, people from college I'm like, come. It's going to be great. We'll go to the casino. I mean, I bombed from the second one girl was like, you're not funny. And I was like, you're actually bad at your job too. Cause you're supposed to be laughing. And then they're all like,
yeah.
And then of course my openers are the hackiest pieces of shit and they're crushing. They're doing so
I know.
well. And then my openers who are so bad are coming up to me like, do you want some tips? And I was like, absolutely not. Get away from me. But what is it? And then at my last show, it was on Sunday night, the owner's son, who also does stand up, was like, do you want an edible? And I was like, no, I'm not going to smoke and go on stage. I'm not going to get high on stage. And he goes, it can't get worse. And I went, give me the edible. And he was right and then my opener was bombing for the first time. It was so exciting. He hadn't bombed the entire weekend. He was bombing so hard and he was sweating and he did 45 minutes because he was trying to get a laugh.
Right.
Never got it. I was like, join my club, bitch. Wouldn't get off the stage. They're lighting him over and over again. By the time he gets off the stage, I'm the highest I've ever been in my life. The edible has kicked in. I was like, oops.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being fun because I was just fucking around and stuff. But it was just so bad. So then on the plane ride home, I'm weeping. Okay. I'm just crying so hard. I have the window seat. And then there's this black guy next to me. He's about 50. Okay. He's in a suit. He looks like a good guy, but you don't know yet until you talk to him.
Yeah.
So he goes, what's wrong? He has an accent, an African accent. And I go, oh, I just had a bad weekend. I am a comedian. I bombed the entire show. It was so painful. My friend from college came. I'm so humiliated. And I go, but what do you do? And he was like, oh, wait, first he goes, maybe you should try thinking. He's like, you know what I think you need to do? You need to try thinking about other people. He goes, try doing something for someone else. And it was so cutting and so true, but like painful. And then I go, okay, well, what do you do? And he's like, I'm a doctor. I was born in Africa. I was the only person in my village to get out. I won a scholarship. I went to France. I studied. I got my degree. I now work with Doctors Without Borders. I'm going back to Africa to save AIDS babies. And I was like, do you want free tickets to the comedy?
yeah.
It was just so humiliating. It was like an angel next to me.
Yeah.
He was like, try volunteer work. I was like, try doing something selfish. It also feels good.
Yeah. The worst is when you have an opener, a local opener, and they do a reference and the audience laugh. Yeah, just like Benningham Junction. And the whole people laugh. And you're like, Benningham Junction? What the fuck? You know what I mean? And then it's like, because you don't know the area, right? And people laugh at fucking local shit that you're not even fucking aware of. Just like the tits on the Highway 5. You're like, what is tits? You know what I mean? Because there used to be, on the what I think
Camp
it's a 5.
Pendleton.
Camp Pendleton.
Yeah.
They have those nuclear, right? And they look like breasts. So headliners, when I was an opener, right? Headliners would come down and always do a bit about those breasts. I just was just going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Do we unhelpful advice?
Unhelpful advice with Bobby Kalila and Annie Lederman.
It's Letterman.
For me, it's like, what do I want to do with my time? I mean, I want to hang out with you guys and talk to certain people, but then what am I going to do? It's like I'm selling enough tickets for me, for my own good, where I'm like, I don't need to do anything else, anything more than this. It's like there's a problem. It's just problems.
Fucking star.
No, I'm not.
This guy.
No, I'm not.
He's at a different level. He's a star.
No. You sell twice.
Hear his tone? Oh, I do Madison Square Garden now, so I don't
No,
wanna
the
fuck
theater
with
at
little
Madison
people.
Square
What the
Garden,
fuck?
not the real Madison Square Garden, the little one. But you sell twice as many tickets as I do. But I'm telling you, me and my own world.
I don't sell I don't sell tickets like you do.
Yes.
And that's a factual event.
Are you? Yes,
Yeah.
you guys do. You have much
Together.
Okay, but you have much bigger podcasts and you probably have more podcasts. views, more money coming in, more tickets being sold. But I'm saying
That's
I'm
not
okay.
true. That's not true. But I'll let you have it.
I'm saying I'm okay. I'm okay with what I have in my life. That's why
And I'm okay
I
with-
don't need to go do all the podcasts. I just want to talk to the people I want to talk to.
I
I don't care if I get, because I'm saying if you told me, oh, you'll sell more tickets doing this, but I don't want to talk to them. At one point in my life, I do that, but now I'm like, I'd rather just have lunch with Dickie.
Okay. Let me ask you another question then. All right, let's divert from your own ego.
Ego is the enemy.
I'm totally kidding. You're a humble guy.
No, I'm not.
And I love you. And I honestly think, I honestly think that my honest truth is, I just think you're one of the funniest guys on planet Earth. Let's move on from that.
Well, tell the people in Kansas City that because the tickets aren't selling.
That's a tough market.
It is.
You know what I mean?
The Uptown Theater. Shout out to Uptown Theater.
Yeah, it's a tough market.
Not doing well.
So, do you have a fear? Because sometimes this fear arises within me because I'm a human being. I'm very sensitive. You know what I
Right.
mean? That this, because we kind of hit the jackpot.
You did. 100%.
No, you did. Too.
No, you guys did.
We all
we
did.
all
did.
did. We all did.
We all did.
We all did.
Okay, sorry. George, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Dickie, I'm sorry. Let's go back to being relaxed and namaste
we all
about
did.
this, okay?
Okay.
And do you fear that it's going to go away one day?
No, because I feel that even if it does go away, I would just be thankful for the time I had with it, because that's what having kids, my whole life is about. My kids, as long as my kids are taking it, like you said, you're going to take this away from me, but my kids will still be okay, then I wouldn't care. And I would just be like, what a great few years I
don't
had.
have any kids.
I know, but you know,
I don't have that thing.
are you gaping?
I'm keeping right now.
Yeah.
This is all
But
I
that's
have.
okay. But it's okay if you guys don't have kids. It's okay.
We're not even together anymore. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
What?
So good. God, you're
Quick.
so quick. So good, dude.
Humble. Quick.
You know what? That's Madison Square Garden comedy.
That's what
Exactly,
it is.
MSG.
Radio City sold out. Tickets still available. Theater.
Yeah.
I think that it doesn't matter if you have children or not. It matters like if, I don't think you should base your whole existence and your importance and your well-being and you as a human being on what you're doing in your career. That's what happens in Japan.
Correct.
That's why they have such a high suicide rate in Japan. The suiwui, they call it a suiwui rate. A high suiwui rate in Japan is because they
Wait.
Is that real?
Write that down because I never heard of that.
Sui wooey?
Sui wooey rate.
suiwui.
Yes, can you write that down, George? Sui wooey rate. I gotta Google that
Are
later
you
because I've
talking
never heard
about
that.
the
Yeah, yeah.
company men?
The company men, they have a high
Yeah,
suicide
yeah.
rate, suiwui rate, because they identify only with their career. That's all they are. That is embroidered with them.
What's that sui wooey forest that they love
The Sui wooey forest.
in Japan
Oh yeah,
where they could kill themselves?
it's a haunted suiwui.
Yeah,
forest.
I love that sui wooey forest.
Yeah.
Because you go in there and you're like, oh, there's a bird,
Yes.
as you do
Right.
in a forest.
Right.
There's a tree, as
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
There's a yellow body hanging from the tree. That's different.
Yeah.
That's
different.
That's a sui wooey thing.
That's a suiwui thing, and it happens.
Yeah.
And it's because they there's
They're
more to
little-
life than just your career
they're
and money.
they're little people. How do they,
They are
get
little.
up? How do they get up there?
Because they're little, they have less weight. They can get up there quicker. It'd be harder for
Like
me
a
to get
spider,
up there.
like a spider monkey.
Yes.
They go up there, right?
If you
Yes.
had to Sui Wooey, how would you do it?
I would go to the Sui Wooey Forest.
That's how?
That's where all the kids are doing it there.
Okay.
Probably Steve
would-
Aoki's playing there. I just imagine it's
Yeah.
sort of like a party. you know what I
Right.
mean?
I think I would choose medication. Like I wouldn't want to hang myself or hurt myself. I would want to take a bunch of pills. Maybe I'd take like a bunch of Ozempic and just slowly something, you know what I
Burn out
mean?
your
Like a bunch of
thyroid?
pills. Yeah. I would
Wait,
do
but
pills.
that's a very pretty girl way to Sui Wooey.
I
He's a
feel
pretty
like
girl.
a girl. Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
more connected with females than I do males. But I'm not gay and I don't pretend to be. But I do feel more like a woman than a man. But I'm still attracted to only women. I think my personality, my soul might be a gay woman. So therefore I'm still with women and only attracted to women,
Yeah.
but I
I
do think I'm a
understand.
gay woman.
I understand.
Yeah.
I would kill myself with Propecia
Nice.
because I want a full head of hair when they find me.
I have a full head of hair.
I know, but even thicker.
Oh, you
like
want it to
maybe
be
some
thick,
on my
thick.
face even.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I took like 300 Propecia,
Yeah.
don't you think I would look like this guy?
You would.
But on the upper cheek, maybe.
No, but the thing is, Koreans, they can't grow facial hair. It's almost impossible. You can't ever get that. Nobody in Korea has that. Who has that in Korea? Seriously.
And seriously, I'm going to tell you something. All right, in a year from now, you're going to look at my face and you're going to go, they can do it
in Turkey. In Turkey.
in Turkey.
What do you mean in Turkey?
Beard transplant.
Oh, beard transplants in Turkey. Okay,
about
yeah.
in Turkey?
But I'm talking about natural Koreans.
natural.
Two
Okay.
things. You can't really grow facial hair, and they don't have any smell to their sweat.
That's true.
That's an enzyme thing.
That's
a fact.
absolutely true. And we
So-
don't have Brazilian butts.
You do have Brazilian butts. Yeah.
Who?
You said Koreans do.
You've seen a Korean with a Brazilian butt?
Wait, Brazilian butts are. Oh, you're
big
talking about
butts.
BBL or just a big butt?
The kind that Brazilians have.
She's a big butt then.
The thing is with Koreans, men and women have the same butt. You can't tell a man from a woman from the butt. You can in other cultures, but not Korean. It's true.
What it is?
At least in South Korea. I don't know North Korea. They don't have that footage.
Let me just show you. So what you're saying?
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm serious.
All right.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to do this.
you have to
Did you hear his voice?
I don't want to
Then
do
turn
this.
it this
sit
way.
here.
Sit here. Come on, Don. Get it on.
Sit here.
Dick,
Don doesn't want to be on
dick.
podcast. He's in the writer's strike.
We'll blow your face out.
Yeah.
We'll blow your face out, right? So you're at a Korean strip club,
Yeah.
all right? You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's going on.
Don't look above the
So
tits.
can I get some strip club music, please?
Gil.
Boom, 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 boom. Everybody. He's really rubbing it, dude. Everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
From the front, he would know. You would have to
From the
just back
front.
up.
But not from the back. Not from the back at all. You can't tell
do you
who
know
that was,
why-
guy
do
or
you know
girl.
why- Do you know why I turned around?
Tell me.
Because from behind, he was already sold on it.
Right.
So in his mind, he's like, I don't care what gender now.
Right.
So now I can reveal myself.
Right.
And he still smiled.
Right.
So that's a Korean trick.
That's okay.
Yeah. That's what
I like. Yeah.
That's what we did during the Korean War, man.
Yeah. Korean War.
Yeah.
People don't talk about that war enough.
Whoa, you want to go to history?
No, not really. I'm tired of it. I actually don't know much about the Korean War.
Me either.
But it was bad. I know that it was bad.
But do you? There's two things I want to ask you. Okay.
Yes.
Let's history. Let's put that aside.
Okay.
Here's another thing that I want to ask everyone in the room. Okay. And this is something that's been plaguing me for the last 10 years. And you're gonna think it's a joke, and you think it's gonna be like, oh, what is he even talking about, right? But it's a real concern for me. Okay. DraftKings! DraftKings Rainmakers football is back, y'all, for its second season. And it's bigger and better than ever before. Head to DraftKings.com/audio and sign up to play Rainmakers today with code BELLY for your share of over $30 million in prizes this football season. This week, new customers can claim their first pack or digital player cards for free to get started. DraftKings!
Playing Rainmakers football is simple. Each DraftKings digital card represents an athlete and scores points based on their real-world performance.
Draft them into weekly contests for your shot at a share of $30 million in prizes, or sell them anytime on DraftKings Marketplace. DraftKings!
This contest requires no fee to join as long as you have enough cards to complete a lineup. Rip packs, build your collection, and earn big rewards.
Honestly, like we love using DraftKings when we do UFC fights and stuff like that. It's so fun to do, guys.
Wondering how to get started? New customers visit DraftKings.com/audio today and use promo code BELLY to claim a free starter pack only at DraftKings.com/audio with code BELLY. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Rainmakers contest not available in certain states. One starter pack per customer. Starter pack player cards aren't eligible for resale. See terms at DraftKings.com/Rainmakers.
But it's a real concern for me, okay? And also, it makes me feel like I'm dumb and I don't understand things. Do you think that I'm dumb?
Do I think that you're dumb? I don't think that you could achieve the level of success you have if you were.
I don't know what would be the name of it.
Yeah. I call them talk mics.
I do too. People love you, man, and I hate it.
I know. There's something about you. Go ahead.
5,
I don't
4.
wear my hat. I can't wear my hat. With
Shut the fuck up, man.
What do I need these headphones?
You don't need them.
You don't need it. You don't need it. Yeah. Well,
5.
maybe take the hat off. Have you thought about that? Take the fucking hat off?
Okay, go.
Okay, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Can you turn my headphones up?
Yep.
Black level.
Okay. How's that?
Think Snoop Studio. That's how I need it.
Marvin. Marvin. It's one of my favorite songs from the Commodores.
What is it?
Okay. I don't know. Let's start over. That was not a good opening.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, hello. What's up? Bob here from the suburbs. Welcome to another episode of the Tiger Billy podcast. It's good to be here. We've got my white friend George. What's up, George? Hey, buddy. Radical. Right. We've got my buddy, my Filipino buddy here, Gilbert. He's exotic.
Wow.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
It's a Filipino mongoose.
Oh, yeah.
It's a what?
Yeah, my beautiful exotic
God,
girlfriend
I hate
here,
that word.
Kalila. Huh?
Also
She's
Filipino.
Yeah, she's got a nice purple vag. Nice purple vag. And we've got my friend, my black friend here, Donnell Rawlings. Give him a round of applause, everybody.
I don't want a round of applause. First of all, I want to apologize to all my fans that are going to look at this and say, what the fuck is he doing that podcast?
Yeah.
Desperate times we require desperate.
First of all,
No.
First of all,
Can we be clear?
Yeah.
For everyone, let them know that I don't want to be here.
okay, let me be clear.
No.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, they fucking got such a friendship in a bond. I don't want to be here.
All right,
And the only reason, I want to be clear, the only reasons, and this is the part I don't understand,
Yeah.
Bobby. This podcast has so many fans.
Exactly.
right?
Thank you. Big
I had
no.
to look at it like a person that's going on a TV show. He know they're going to ask some dumb questions.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's so many viewers that you got to
Yeah.
go there
Yeah,
to
right,
promote the
right.
product and shit.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm here is because there are people that love you.
We're not the Kelly Clarkson show. Is that what you're saying?
No, not of that.
Okay, good.
Kelly Clarkson.
No, but people go on there because it's got a lot of viewership. And is that what he's saying?
Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to say to you is
Yeah.
this.
And if my podcast had more viewers, I would never be on this fucking.
Oh, okay, but I need to.
The people in the streets told me.
All right.
They said, you want to be a part of what?
But facts are facts.
Okay, go ahead.
Facts are facts, all right?
Right.
And it's so interesting that you say that because I wasn't even going to bring this up.
Right.
But it's like when you started your new podcast, right? You tried to start a little war with me, right, on Instagram, which to me made it seem like you wanted to come onto our podcast and you wanted to collaborate.
No, I wanted to fuck with you.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to I like fighting you.
I like fighting you. I like
fighting you.
I like fighting you too.
But I had to stop the fight because nobody wanted to join the team.
I know.
Right? You were too deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm real deep,
And
bro.
then the Asian community, when it comes to anything to do with like hacking or anything like that, I'm gonna lose.
yeah. You're gonna.
And you don't even have this many viewers. You have one young Asian motherfucker, right? That created some type of robot. Like
Yeah.
they go, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Nah, I like fucking with you.
Yeah, but I like fucking with you too. But there is something with us that whenever I see you, sometimes you'll like walk the other way, or you even before the pandemic, you would create a distance because you can't handle my sexual energy.
Okay, guess what? Guess what? This is why you're such a genius, because I don't know how many years that it took you to figure it out.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. I can't handle sexual energy from anybody with a dick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
But I don't have sexual energy to you, for you. I just exude it because I'm just a being.
I know you're a being, but I'm not that type of being.
Right.
All right, we're different type of beings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. I know you're from a place where, like, and this may sound weird for some people.
Yeah.
Where kissing a guy in the mouth is not considered homosexual.
I find it European. I don't find it homosexual.
That's my point. I'm not a European motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
I
you
just
do.
want to be clear.
You do know Europe exists.
I do. I fuck
people-
so many European bitches. That's like
Oh, yeah.
like some of my favorite bitches. European, but it's not. They're bitches.
Yeah. All right.
They have vaginas.
Right.
They're not purple vaginas.
Okay.
But they have vaginas.
All right,
I'm
so
saying, that's the difference in cultures.
Oh, okay. Let me say this then. Okay. For instance, if I was
Do you like my hat?
it's good.
It's
I really,
nature.
that's my style.
Yeah.
It's river.
I
It
really like
represents
it.
nature, and we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, you could have rocked that hat. You couldn't have rocked that hat 30 years ago.
I could rock. I got swag. I can rock anything.
No, I think 30 years ago would have been weird. Now,
asked
as
me a
you're
question.
older,
You asked me a question, Bobby. I'm giving you my answer. And with that, you said no. So are you going to interview me or are you going to interview yourself? I'm just saying, because here's what.
whoa. Don't leave.
I
Don't
can
leave.
Just leave.
Okay.
All right. All right. If you need somebody to bounce ideas off, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
And first off, I'm disturbed by this fucking plexiglass, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
Because I know you're trying to practice correct COVID protocol.
Yes.
But me being from the hood and you being Asian on the other side of glass,
Yeah.
this is where you guys get empowered. Like, listen, I'm telling you, like in certain neighborhoods, like the fucking Asian person talks more shit, the thicker the bulletproof glass.
Yeah.
It's true. You know what?
Like right now, you're not gonna talk too much shit because I could kick myself through this. But if you had that motherfucking shit right here, you was like, "Fuck you, nigga, you on my show."
Yeah.
All right, you would.
That's
But
that's a historical fact.
it is a historical fact. Me and I know that.
When you go to a Chinese
Like I want
restaurant,
to order something right now.
all right. So when you're in a Chinese
And I
restaurant,
want you to tell me it's only going to take 5 minutes, whatever the fucking order is.
do you think that when you're at a Chinese restaurant, do you think that we're talking shit behind your back, behind the wall?
Do I think that?
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, well, then you're correct.
I know, and the reason why I know that because I know the stress on the other. I know the stress on both sides. I know you're trying to provide food for a community or whatever, and then you get frustrated when someone comes in there and they say they want shrimp fried rice, and they say I want extra shrimp, right? Right. Without respecting how much extra shrimp costs.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean? Just
right.
like, no, I need you to throw extra shrimp in there, and you can't do it.
Would you be angry if they go, okay, we have to add $5 more?
No, I wouldn't be angry with that because
Yeah.
I know if I go somewhere, like right now, if I go somewhere I want extra anything, I know it's going to be an extra cost. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not going there with the idea if I want extra shit for the same price. So I can understand where that frustration comes from.
Right.
And, you know, and I don't necessarily think that that's your community. It's so funny about when I say your community, like in New York, they have a lot of Koreans own like the markets and stuff, right? Right. And a lot of people, a lot of black people have issues with their culture. And on the other side, the Korean culture has issues with our culture. And I think the thing that is more disturbing with the Korean culture when it comes to our culture is the lack of respect they have for elders. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the old thing where, oh, why you following me and everything like that. And I understand that exists, whatever. But I've noticed, and especially being stationed and living in Korea, I know how important respecting your elders is to your culture.
It's very important.
But that's
In
also
some kind of way, you lost that.
Wait. I specifically?
You lost that respect for elders because I am your elder.
You
You are whatever it is. You're Tongseng.
Your
You're Tongseng.
all right.
And I'm Hyung Nam.
Okay.
You're Tongseng. I'm Hyung Nam. And with that said, you know, if you ever spend any time in Korea, when you see me, you have to show me respect. You know,
I didn't know we were
No, you
playing by
didn't.
those rules.
You didn't bow. You didn't bow.
Listen, you didn't do that. When I came here, you didn't do it. And you didn't do that.
I know.
You didn't do none of that.
I'm sorry.
So you're disrespectful to my culture, and you're also disrespectful to your culture.
Okay, if I would have known, I first of all, I didn't know that you ever even spent time in Korea.
Bobby, I don't stop the fucking lies, bruh.
Or I knew. I knew.
We've been 3 fucking shows.
I know.
Where
I
I
know.
smoked more motherfucking home Malo than you.
I know.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Do you do this to your listeners all the time?
What do you
lie?
mean? Yeah.
Do you guys accept it?
Yeah.
Is it this is a camera for the audience?
Yeah.
You guys accept this level of disrespect from this motherfucker? Leave your comments. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to improve my game here as a human being.
But I do. I like you.
I like to look back at my past and my behaviors, and I also look back at the past podcasts, and I want to improve my game. Yeah, I lie a lot. I've exaggerated. I think that in comedy, you have to do that to embellish stories and whatnot. Do you embellish stories?
Yeah, that's what part of my, like, people always ask me when it comes to stand up, what is my style? What is my process? And I don't really, only process I have is trying to live life the best I can. You know, we all go out and you come into situations, especially you, and like for some reason comedy just comes to you. You know what I mean? And you say to yourself, oh, that could be a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a joke. But not really a joke. I want to be able to go on stage and talk about that. You know, I've never been one to sit down and like, here's the punch, here's the setup, or here's anything. Like I write on stage. Over the years, I probably lost so much material because that's my process. If I was that anal person, the ones that anytime something happens, they write it down, I would have fucking all type of jokes.
Yeah.
But I rely more on my muscle memory and me being able to tell the story, embellish the story, and then where the comedy comes in is when you exaggerate the story.
But do you write it down or no?
No, I might write a premise down.
Oh, right. Me too.
Because I believe that if something is really funny to you, like it goes into our hard drive. And my opinion of a hard drive is our life. You've been on stage and you've been on a roll with something, right? And then you'll say a word or two, and then for some reason it goes to the hard drive of stuff something you thought of a year ago that you never saw you never done before, but now it's like, oh shit, this is the perfect time.
Yeah. The worst is when I can't quite get something to work, right? I have an idea, I can't get it to work. And the worst is 3 years later, you see a comic do it, and you go, oh, fuck, that's how you do it.
Yeah, but then when you're a beast.
I hate it.
Yeah, but when you're a beast, you lose some shit like that. But when you're a creative person, you're like, you know, you'll have a bit like, this shit is funny. And then but when you're dope, when you lose it, you're just going to come up with some more funny shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Unless something going on in your life psychologically that gives you a fucking complete creative block.
Now,
you try to stay away from those things.
When you did summer camp with the gang.
The gang.
Yeah.
I don't know. I should consider that to be racist. The gang. Why can't it be some of your fellow friends?
Yeah.
Why can't it be? If a white man was here? Yo, Bobby. If a white man was here,
Yeah, I would have said gang. You know what I mean? I would have said gang, my friend.
You would have even said fellowship.
No, I would have said gang. That because I'm a simple guy, and you're a gang of thieves. I'm not.
You talking to pirates or what?
A gang of friends. I mean,
I would love to go back through.
I don't know why it's thieves. I don't know why.
I would love to go back.
I'm up against the wall. No one's defending me. This
Wait,
is-
Donnell, I want to know what you truly think about Koreans. Do you think that there is inherently a racist seed somewhere implanted in their DNA?
I don't think it's a racist seed. I think it's American culture that they get dissatisfied with more than anything. I don't think it's like they dislike black people, but a lot of Koreans, when they come here, the first thing they do for them to make money is that they plant themselves into a black neighborhood and they create certain jobs. That's it. But I don't think and the reason why I'm saying is because I've spent time in Korea.
Yeah.
I really know the culture. I really know how much the biggest thing they value is respect. I know that. So I can't I'm not a person I've seen both sides of it, you know? And I think that a lot of Koreans when they first come in, they're displeased with American culture and then the way we live.
Yeah.
And just so happen the communities that they are in, when they come the first time, a lot of times they are in those black neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got, like, when I was growing up, when I came to LA, right, I came to LA in the 90s, right, in like after like the mid 90s a little bit. And there was like, you know, this is after the riots and this is after, but you know, you'd watch a movie like Do the Right Thing and you see like Stephen Park played the Korean grocery store guy. And there was always, it felt like there was some sort of conflict between, you know, black people and Koreans, which for me, you know, I'm not that kind of Korean. You know what I mean? The ones that they would depict in the...
But the reason why that is, Bobby, is because they don't know each other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're behind a glass, it's hard to get to know somebody.
Yeah.
The reason why I say that because every neighborhood that I've lived in between New York and L.A., whether there be like a Korean market or a Korean cleaner, when I get to know these people... They fall in love with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
I love you too.
once they know, it's too late for you.
I love you so
But once
much.
they know especially when they know the backstory of me spending some time in Korea. You know, when they know that I know when I speak to them how I know how to show respect on the way I carry myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know that, and they get it. They're like this. Where did he get that from? Like, it's one thing to be able to say something in another language, but it's another thing to be able to know your body language, your facial expressions, and everything. And it's always these older adishis that get to know me, and they fall in love with me. And you know when an older Korean person is in love with you. Is I remember one time I went to the cleaners close to where I live, right?
Yeah.
And my bill was like $50, right? This is when you know Korean loves you, right? My bill was $50. I gave $50, and he gave me $10 back.
Oh.
He gave me some of my money back. Hello?
Hello. That's crazy.
That's he was like,
That's fucking.
but he did it. He didn't did it like I love you. You know, Koreans
Yeah.
they gonna disrespect
Right.
you or anything. You know, like I love you. You know,
Yeah, I got it.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? They're gonna be like, they don't. And there's something about like I don't know. I don't know if we talked about this when we did the show, but Korean dads don't have a lot of emotion.
No.
They don't.
Yeah.
And some people be like, oh, but that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
It's when you said it reminded me like whenever I would introduce my dad to like a new friend from high school. I go, hey dad, this is Tony. He would go like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I don't want to know his name. You know what I mean? I get it. You know what I mean? And he would also do this with his
And I
hand.
know he
Like,
would
get him
do
away.
that. I knew he would do that for you because he knew you were going to be in the kitchen kissing the dude in the So he's like, hey, I don't lie.
Yeah. I'm not gay.
I know you're not.
Yeah. I know gay.
I know you're
Yeah. I know gay.
Venturous.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're gonna take a really quick break to share one of our new and favorite sponsors with you.
Lucy Nicotine. You guys, right now I'm chewing Lucy Nicotine Chew and Park.
Ooh.
It comes with 10 pieces. I remember the other day I was like, I'm going to go play video games and I'm going to chew on some Lucy, right? And I don't smoke the whole time. This is better than the other brands because you can actually feel it kind of working in your body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lucy Nicotine is a company founded by Caltech scientists and former smokers looking for a better and cleaner nicotine alternative. Finally, tobacco alternatives that don't suck.
This is great gum. Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for possible, not pay.
For people, not patients.
Let me read that again, man. Researched and developed for 3 years to be made for people, not patients.
Yep.
Lucy has created a nicotine gum with 4 milligrams of nicotine that comes in 3 flavors: wintergreen, cinnamon, and pomegranate. It has a lozenge as well. Lozenge as well.
With 4 milligrams
4.
of nicotine in cherry ice flavor.
It's 2020. Get rid of your cigarettes, unplug your vape, throw out your dip, and get some Lucy nicotine gum or lozenges.
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 This is the real deal. A subscription to Lucy comes directly to your door each month. It's so simple, you don't have to leave your house because Lucy has delivery down. Tiger Belly listeners go to lucy.co and use promo code TigerBelly to get 20% off all products, including gum or, Kalila?
Lozenges.
Lozenges. That's lucy.co and use the promo code TigerBelly at checkout. Also, I have to give this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine derived from tobacco. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code TigerBelly.
Quip. It's for your teeth and it's really healthy. You guys, I promise you this, and this is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
If I had Quip as a toothbrush throughout my life, I'd have all my teeth.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I'm telling you right now, usually I find brushing to be boring and monotonous, right? But every time at night and in the mornings, I look forward to using my Quip brush.
They have a new one called a Smart Electric Toothbrush.
How can they even get smarter? Holy shit.
For adults and kids, and it has all the guiding features of the original brush, but with a new Bluetooth smart motor that connects to the free.
It's future shit.
It connects to the free Quip app so you can track your brushing, get tips and daily coaching, and earn rewards for good habits like brushing 2 minutes twice a day. Why? A healthy mouth is its own reward, but free gifts like refills, discounts, products can also motivate people to consistently brush better.
Yeah, imagine being on the Enterprise and Chris Pine's Captain Kirk would be using this futuristic Just imagine that.
It has sensitive sonic vibrations, and it also has a built-in 2-minute timer. So it pulses every 30 seconds to remind you when to switch sides. And they also have the kids' electric toothbrush and an anti-cavity toothpaste that we use and we enjoy.
Eco-friendly solar battery charger to power your Quip with sunshine. Refresh bag to bring your good oral care habits everywhere you go. It
Thanks.
has that too.
Thanks, Bobby. Start getting rewards for brushing your teeth today. You go to getquip.com/belly right now to get your first refill free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/belly. Spell GETQUIP.com/belly. Quip, better oral health made simple and rewarding. Enjoy the rest of the show.
It's so funny because when we did the
Yeah.
yeah
I was like, oh, okay, he's right around the bend from drinking.
yeah go ahead.
Did you decide I'm gonna smoke weed and do it right away? Was there?
Okay, this is what happened. I'm going to be honest with you, and I've really talked about exactly what happened, and it's not anyone's fault. Okay, so I hadn't been to a meeting in 5 years,
He was a dry drunk for sure.
completely dry.
Wow.
No, not
That's
5. I
crazy.
would say like 3.
I would go like once or twice a year, right, to give somebody cake or something like that.
I feel like it's not a question of fault. It's a question of cause and effect. You know, if you leave,
Oh, I don't like the way you're talking to me right now.
if you leave
What are
milk,
you, a Vulcan? What the fuck are you talking about?
if you leave milk outside the fridge, it's gonna go rotten.
All right, all right. I fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean, the alcoholic is like the
I know,
refrigerator.
man.
It's got to stay plugged in.
I know, man. So what happened was I was doing.
The steps in reverse.
So before my dad died, I was doing a Sam Tripoli show. And you know how all those weed companies support a show? So in the back, I was sitting in the green room. You've been in the main room, right? In the green room. And they had that bar where they had all this display of CBD products. And one guy who was there was like, dude, it's for free. You're a performer. And I go, yeah, but I'm sober. I'm a sober guy. He's like, but CBD's not relapse. So I go, all right, well, I guess not. What is that? It's like, it's an oil, and it's at 18-1. So what does the 1 mean?
It's the CBD to
Exactly.
THC ratio.
Right. So I go. He
'Cause-
goes, dude, you're not going to be able to feel the THC. It's way too minimal.
Oh, so that's how it started.
Yes. So I dropped that,
You dropped it in what?
and then I kept dropping it
In your eye or your mouth?
in my mouth,
Ah, okay.
and it was so much oil that I would drink, half a bottle, that it fucking killed my stomach.
Yeah.
Right? But then I would get buzzed. So then I had that guy's number. So I called him. I go, do you have 8-1? So they would ship me 8-1.
And I would keep throwing them away
would
because
throw
I
them
know
away.
I already knew what he was up to. And I
Right.
even called your brother and I was like, he's trying to get away with some shit right now with CBD products. And I know CBD is totally fine.
Right.
And I even asked your brother, and your brother's like, oh, I think it's cool. I think that we're still okay.
So it got to the point where I was doing 1-on-1.
So
Right.
at that
Yeah.
point,
But I would still do half a bottle, right? But in my head, I'm like, this is not relapse. I'd be at the spa, just completely high in my mind, right? And then when my dad died, when my mom goes, Papi, Daddy in hospice, he's gonna die right now. And my brother and I was gonna pick my brother up. In my head, I had known that I had already relapsed, right?
right.
And so then I went right to a weed dispensary and I got a bunch of gummies so I can hide it from my brother, right? And oils and all the stuff that you're not, none of the smoking substances, and some vapes as well. So I could hide it. And so then I fully relapsed. But then I don't know if I was sober. When I got sober again, I saw Sam Tripoli at the parking lot. At
You
the
weren't
Comedy Store.
sober yet.
I wasn't sober yet.
Yeah, but there.
I had already relapsed. I was at the Comedy Store. I saw Sam Tripoli's car, and they rammed my car into his car. They have it on tape.
Why?
Because I think that I blame him for my relapse.
You associated
yeah?
doing
I
the show.
associated
I understand.
right where I got the CBD
Okay.
product. If I hadn't done a show in my mind, that I wouldn't be in this insanity that I was in. Right? And then one day I couldn't eat or sleep, and I
So you weren't able to see your part.
Basically.
Vulcan guys, fucking Vulcan.
fucking, you're right.
I mean,
it's my fault.
I mean that's addict shit.
I know.
That's
I know.
addict shit where it's
You're
everybody
exactly right.
else's fault.
You're actually, but actually, I did that, and then I went to this place to deal with my dad's trauma about his abuse and whatever. And in that place I went, it was in Arizona. I had a spiritual awakening, and I got sober again, and I have almost 10 months now.
Good, man.
Go to meetings all the time, Zoom. I have a sponsor, and I'm never gonna not go and not be in the
That's
middle.
ticket.
Because twice that happened for me.
Yeah.
I got long-term sobriety. I stopped going to meetings, and I went out.
Well, that's the story of every relapse, basically. You know, you ask somebody what happened. I stopped going to meetings.
Yeah.
That's like the number. You know,
Yeah.
that's what.
Now back to you, Steve.
right.
Fuck you. All right. Back to you, you fucking guy.
Well, before you got into the room, you were talking about what a shitty texter backer you are.
Do you remember?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Wait. You were saying it?
We were
Yeah.
talking about it.
You're bad at texting. There's like so many times where I had sent you a text, and you just didn't respond. And then, do you remember the time when I was like, "Hey, man," I sent you a text that said, "Hey, if there's something that I have done to offend you, can you please let me know what it is?
Yeah.
You know, otherwise I'm just gonna stop trying to communicate with you because like I've, you know."
And then did I text you back on that
You
one?
were like, "No, come on, dude, it's crazy. Like, of course you haven't done it. I love you, dude."
Yeah, Steve. Okay, Steve. Fucking listen to me, man. All right?
Yeah.
You're one of my favorite people on planet Earth.
Oh, dude. Well, I love you.
No, I honestly, you are.
Well, thank you,
Okay?
man.
And everyone has a problem. David Spade, same thing when he came on here a couple of weeks ago. You don't text back. You know, everyone says that about me. And literally, I'm trying to do it now. I'm literally trying to do it because I know it's a character defect. I'm fucking going to try to do it. The thing is,
He made a really good point.
What was it?
earlier.
What is it?
He said, "No response is a response."
Yeah.
oh, it's not. That's fucking bullshit.
No.
No, that's fucking bullshit. No,
100%.
fuck you. No response. No response. I know what you're saying with that.
No response is absolutely a response. And
What is the response?
you don't fucking matter.
No, that's not. The
I don't
response.
fucking care.
That's not because that's if. Okay, if that's the response, then that's not how I feel. So that's not the response.
Okay, but if you send somebody,
That's you misinterpreting the respond as a response. Right? Right? So it's like if I don't respond to you, right? And you think to yourself, wow, no response. You know what I mean? Is a response. That's you saying that. You came up with that. Because on this end, it's like I didn't barely even read your text.
Whoa, that's even worse.
That's worse.
Or no.
What are you doing right now, dude? What are you doing?
That's just everyone. Okay. All right. No, just listen. All right.
So there's certain people who do matter enough for you to read their texts, and there's a lot of other people who don't.
No. I want to go down this lane with you, and we're gonna go down it. All right. But I'm gonna go down fighting. All right. So
The one thing in your corner is that I do believe that you would respect David Spade enough. So
yeah, exactly.
right.
Right. Well,
I mean-
it's not just that. It's everybody has come onto this podcast and said you don't text back. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not a personal thing. You know, it's just the way I behave.
I'm starting to believe that.
Okay, so that's number one. All right, that's two. That's number one. Okay, okay. And here's the thing: is let's go down this path. So, no response means that I don't. When somebody goes like, I hate small talk. All right, I hate small talk. So like somebody will text me and go, "Wow, man, it's really hot today." Right? I'm not gonna go, "Yeah, man, it's summer." Ha 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 ha. Right? So I just don't text back.
And they have a whole thing for people like you. It's the thumbs up thing. You go thumbs up, done.
Ah.
You gotta answer.
So would that feel better if I liked your message?
Yeah, I mean some kind of acknowledgement would be kind of cool.
All right, you know what?
You know, you're right because, say for instance,
sweating
I'm in a. I'm thinking about the people that I care about in my life. And it doesn't matter how mundane or dumb or boring or whatever fucking stupid text they send me. I will never not text them back because I genuinely care
Okay, no.
about them.
Stop.
Right, that's why I personally fucking hate my birthday and holidays and stuff because my phone is just bam, 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 like all fucking day long. And for me, like, it's inconceivable to me that I would not respond.
Wait. You respond to all the happy birthday messages you get?
Yep. Yeah, like when somebody sends me a text, it's like, okay, like here's this person, and like, you know, or I'm not too cool for them. Like I'm gonna respond. So like when I get swamped by texts, it's overwhelming for me, and I don't hate the people texting. I hate my fucking birthday for bringing all this.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just defend my point one more time, okay? Okay. Let me go back to my thing, all right? So when Jordan Peele won his Oscar, right, I texted him, oh, man, I'm crying right now, dude. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. He liked my text.
He hearted it.
He hearted it,
Yeah.
right? In my head, I'm like, I'd rather him not respond.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because in my head, it goes to, he probably, if I was Seth Meyers or Jimmy Fallon, it just in my twisted head,
Yeah.
he probably would write out the words. Thanks a lot, man. I worked hard, man, but this is a miracle, whatever.
Right.
But for me, it's like, it's in my head, and I'm sure that wasn't his intention. It probably wasn't, right? But in my head, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, Bobby, just fuck it. There you go. And just do that, and move on. So I'd rather have him not respond, right?
Right. Okay.
Right. So it's like, in my thinking, but maybe I'm not looking at it as the victim's point of view.
I mean, it's
So from now on, you know what, dude? You just fucking swayed me. I am going to either respond with a like, a love, or a fucking smiley face or emoji or something.
Right.
It's either you want to build a relationship and sustain a friendship or you
I
don't.
was about to give you a compliment too, Steve. I was about to give you a really
Throw
good.
it out anyways.
So,
Oh my god!
but the last one was gnarly, the brain hemorrhage, and it changed me. And
Well, that wasn't that was a real TBI then, like a brain injury for real. Oh,
Wow.
shit.
and so yeah, it happened December 2020.
during the shoot for the last movie, Jackass movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
And by May, it was just steadily downhill. And but I got luckily, I got on antidepressants, and it really turned me back around.
Did it just go dark for you? Did things just start to look like grim and like depression, that kind of stuff?
Yeah. Intrusive thoughts, just everything was just piling up. I was drowning.
Yeah.
And no matter what people said to me, they couldn't break into my false reality.
Yeah.
So it was just your brain plays tricks on you sometimes.
Wow.
And mine was really playing tricks on me. And but yeah, thank God. Then eventually I got off the antidepressants, and I was waiting for the shoe to drop. But I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Wow. How do you know this? Like you're on medication. How did you feel like you were getting better?
All the symptoms I had that I would just describe
You're slowly
went away. I slowly came back to reality and realized all the things that I thought were happening weren't happening.
Wow.
And
what the fuck, man? Wow.
So, and then I was in Italy with my girlfriend, and I was waiting for my medication to arrive, and it just kept getting lost in customs. And so,
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
and I was like, oh, I guess I'm off my medication now. And then I was, you're a little anxious. 'cause
Yeah,
I was,
yeah.
But then I was like, I feel just fine.
Wow,
So-
that's good.
Awesome. That
Yeah.
was not my experience getting off meds
what happened
at
to you?
all. No, I thought that I could just cold turkey my meds, but this was in high school. And I got off my Zoloft for a couple days, and I ended up in a BHC in a psych ward
Are you
50,
supposed to
150.
taper off of
Yeah,
it?
you're supposed to taper off like slowly. But maybe for this particular one, it was like especially important that you taper slowly, and I didn't. I was like, I'm done. And yeah, it backfired a lot because all the stuff just came back with like a fury, and I was a little bit confused even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like me, I like for my medication, I was taking them every day, and then I realized like there were days where I was just sitting at home, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't take it. So now I just take it when I think I'm gonna need it.
But you're still on the Ritalin, right?
Yeah, but I take it when like when I knew Johnny was coming, so I want to be able to listen and focus on what people are saying and stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you were talking about antidepressants.
No, but we're just talking medication in general. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm prescribed Adderall for ADHD.
Oh, so you do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember taking the some tests after my last concussion.
Yeah.
And I took a series of tests, and the doctor came in and was like, "Do you have trouble paying attention?" I'm like, I was like, yeah, I could. I'm like, I can't sit to edit. I can't do anything, and right now. And he goes, I'm like, why? He's like, because you scored a 19. I'm like, out of 20? He said, nope, out of 100.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were the tests like?
They test you on you're staring at this screen and these letters.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But
it worked.
I didn't do great.
Oh, yeah. I just, out of 100, I want to take that test.
You should.
Yeah. I think on Ritalin I do okay.
I
But
mean,
Yeah.
Well, if you're on Ritalin,
right? Oh, no Ritalin. Take it with no
Yeah,
Ritalin?
yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I feel like right now I could take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there are times, like sometimes, Johnny, I'm at the Comedy Store and I'm on Ritalin, and comics will be like, "What's going on with you right now?" And I go, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You're here." I go, "What do you mean?" They go, "Well, usually in the last 20 years, you're like, you'll like say something really quickly and just walk away."
yeah.
You know what I mean? Something like psychotic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And they're like, "You've literally sat here for 5 minutes and you've heard my story."
Yeah.
And like, you're like normal. I go, "Oh, I'm sorry if I did that before." You know what I mean? But now I explain to them I'm on medication, this and that. So it does work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can focus and you're not hovering above, you actually land. You know?
Yeah. I fucking hate thinking about 10,000 things at one time. You know what I mean? So you're not going to do any more Jackass movies then? Because of your body?
Well, I don't know if we'll do another one, but if I did, I couldn't do any stunts where I could get another concussion. You know, I can do things. I don't care if I break my wrist or arm or whatever. No one cares. But I just can't have any more concussions.
You guys should have a Korean on it, just FYI.
Hey,
Diversify.
I mean, why just diversify Jackass?
I would.
I'm a Jackass.
I would.
You know what I mean?
Bobby,
Yeah.
say no more.
I would literally do it.
You're going to wish you had it.
Really? Really? I think,
Well, do you want? Okay, I'll ask you.
okay, go ahead.
Do you want like the half experience of being in Jackass, or do you want the full experience?
What I want to do is I want to be able to. I want the full experience.
Ooh, what does that entail?
Like, okay, here's what I don't want to be.
You're treated like a cast member.
Yeah, I want to be treated like a cast member.
Okay.
What does that mean, though? What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, it's like you usually. Sometimes we have guest stars and we let them do their thing, and they're not targeted. Right?
Oh, right.
If you want the full experience,
Yeah.
It's not a definite you'll be targeted, but it's or a definite anything would come of it, but you'll be treated like everybody.
I feel like that would work for you. He's sort of a thrill seeker.
Yeah.
Like he would be okay being
all right.
electrocuted.
Or I saw something that never. I don't think ended up on the shows. I think Wee Man or Jason or something showed it to me, but it was like Chris Pontius. Maybe we have to cut this out because it's crazy. He's outside on a like lawn chair and he's jerking off.
Oh, that was at my house.
Oh, now we know the location.
Oh yeah.
We got the
Was
location.
that your house?
Oh,
he was jerking off, and then he was about to come, and he started chasing people around. Like that's sort of
Oh wait, no,
that's
that
sort of
that
my
was at,
wheelhouse.
I'm sorry, that was at Tripp's house.
Oh, that Tripp's house. Yeah, were you there?
I was.
Yeah.
There's two incidents. There's two incidents.
Yeah.
The first one was you're talking about, I believe, is for the Playgirl Pontius shoot.
Maybe I don't know. I remember. Seeing
For Jackass. He had a full erection, right?
yeah, full erection.
Okay,
Big dick.
that was the first. Yeah, he's
bigger than yours.
He's packing the lumber. Oh yeah.
Okay, good,
Oh yeah.
good.
It's like a walking stick full of bagels.
It's pretty
But
big.
I had a broken ankle at the time,
Yeah, yeah.
so he finished all over himself, and then he decided he wanted to give people a hug.
Oh, wow.
So he's chasing me,
Yeah.
and that is the most frightened I ever was on Jackass.
Oh my
He
God.
gets right up, he almost got me, and something shiny catches his eye that way,
Yeah.
and he takes off that way. I was like,
Oh, thank
God.
Wow.
Because he's strong, too.
Yeah, and there was a lot of cum.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question about cum. Are,
we're professionals.
Science
Yeah,
alert.
yeah.
Yeah, we have it,
Like,
so-
no, this is something I never really considered before. Are men afraid of each other's cum then?
Well, yeah.
Because like,
I don't want.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my
Yeah.
bros, but I don't want.
I'll tell you what.
yeah.
I'll tell you what I'd rather have on my body.
okay.
I'd rather have. You remember Aliens, the blood?
Yeah.
I'd rather have that on my body.
Oh, I'm more scared of blood, but
no,
like,
but
cum just
it
seems
burns
so,
through metal. Their blood
Yeah.
in Alien.
It just seems so like alkaline.
Watch the movie, dude. Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't be afraid of like my friends like discharge. Like,
Well,
Well, that's to each their own.
you have a very healthy outlook in relationships.
so cum
with your
is
friends.
scary.
Okay, if she
between
had
men.
that discharge and
Yeah.
she had it all over her body, would you hug her?
Well, general.
I think that
I
not-
might give her a polite bow.
Oh.
Or a fist
I
bump.
think it's more like if I didn't know somebody, then it would be obviously disgusting. But I'm more terrified of blood. What are you talking about, Bobby?
I'm fine with cum.
I don't know.
Well,
Unless it's not in my mouth.
thank God you said that because maybe work something up for you.
Yeah. So in the next Jackass thing, you know what I mean?
Cum
Since I'm-
segment. It has to
That's
be a
cum
cum segment.
Yeah. I think I'm fine with it. I just don't want to eat it. And because I don't want to get sick.
That's reasonable.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, is it bad for you?
Dude, we do it our whole lives.
Who's we?
Girls.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
And I mean, you have. I know you've swallowed cum before.
what do you mean?
Be real.
What do you mean?
What
I don't
do
know what
you mean?
I don't know what
That was pretty direct.
what do you mean?
In your younger years, when you were
Yes.
doing,
Yes.
you swallowed.
Just blink if it's yeah. Oh, so
Bobby Lee is not a spitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I did public, but I've tasted my own as well. Let's move on. I don't want to talk about this, but it's
I feel like that part's normal. but
that's normal. Yeah. So cum. Yeah. So you've never tasted your own cum.
Yeah. I've had some like shoot up.
yeah.
Oh, like
some
in
accidents.
the air.
Yeah.
It's like feeding like tuna to a dolphin or whatever.
I mean, I wasn't trying to catch it, but it just kind
whatever
of.
they do. Yeah. Okay. So the next Jackass movie, you're gonna probably not do as many of the dangerous shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. I'll take a more of a backseat approach, a more of a Jeff Tremaine approach, and
Do this. Like earpiece kind of guy.
well, no, we're all there.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no earpieces. It's just
But the movies kill it, right?
they
do well.
luckily done good.
Yeah. So why
um,
wouldn't? What is Paramount? Why wouldn't they do it every other year or every 3 years?
Well, it's just they're. I know it's what we do is silly, but they're special to us, and we want it. You gotta really, really want to do that type of movie to do it, because they're very dangerous.
Yeah.
and so like you and your buddies are going to be putting your neck on the line. So.
Has anybody been close to literally dying?
Sure, yeah. There's been a few times with me and a couple of other people.
What do you mean, like death? I mean, like
I was riding the Red Rocket in the second movie, and it's like an Acme
I think I
Red
remember that.
Rocket.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it exploded while I was on it. A foot-long metal rod shot out the sides. One went like this far from my ribs. It would have
Jesus.
cut me in two.
Oh my God.
And one went back like 300 yards and split our two art guys like right between their heads. It would have decapitated
Oh
them.
my fucking god!
So there's been a few incidents like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Well, what about any of the animals, like a bear or an alligator? Nothing.
well, not almost death, but we were a little reckless in the last movie with Aaron and the bear.
Yeah. Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah,
That was
because they told us the steps a bear would do before it bites and won't stop biting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's looking for it was semi-trained, so it's looking for a reward. It'll nudge you, it'll nudge you again, then it'll nibble, then it'll nibble again, and then after that, you're fucked.
Oh wow.
So
Yeah, that.
yeah, the guy was really. Jeff was basically holding the trainer back.
Oh my god, I would be. That's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do?
Yeah.
You're not going to
Yeah,
do
yeah, yeah, yeah.
anything you want to do. You're going to do exactly something you won't want to do.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? You know what, Johnny? I like the challenge. If it ever happens, I would love to do it.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there in the universe.
Okay, you guys
Everyone
heard him.
knows